Mm-hmm.
What up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of King's Court. I'm your man, King Real, joined once again by my guy, Jmoney.
Oh, y'all already know what it is over here, man. Jmoney, man. Jmoney is money. Jordan team, baby. It's another day. It's Friday, man. TGIF.
Thank God it's Friday, man. You ain't never lied about that, brother. But let's get into it, man. We got a game getting ready to start in a hot second. Let me just tell the people what I did take earlier today so far. I did jump on the Pistons over 217, Pistons versus Bulls. And I also did jump on the Hornets -2. Right now they're getting their ass whooped by the Jazz 25-15. But I did hop on the Hornets. So those are my two early games I took earlier. I jumped on Hornets -2, and I also jumped on the over 217 Pistons and Bulls. Anything for you, Jmoney, early games?
Yeah. I see we got 4 early games. I took the under in the Pistons game. Yeah, that was
opposites.
I took under 217 in that game. I got to play in the game that we got coming up. I did like the under in that Boston and Cleveland, but I didn't end up betting it. Nothing in the Utah and Charlotte game. If anything, I would have probably bet Charlotte in that one, but I didn't do anything. Utah got covered tonight, so I mean, you just never know. I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything with Philly and Washington. I think I did like a money line parlay. I put Philly in there or something like that.
No, get right to it, man. Memphis game is getting ready to kick off, man. Memphis versus the Nets tonight, man. Marcus Gasol was questionable for us, but Marcus Gasol is in. This Nets team, man, I've been iffy about him because I was high on him before the season kicked off, man. With LeVert going down, man, it's tough, man. I'm watching this team try to fight and get through games, but they're going up against one of the top defensive teams. And Memphis is 6-1 ATS last 7 games versus Brooklyn. Nets are 1-4 last 5 games at home, 0-5 straight up their last 5 games at home. I know Memphis is 6-19 on the road this year. 19 straight up last 25 road games. I think Memphis covers in this spot. Like, I took them. This was my favorite play of the card. I don't have favorite NBA plays, but this was my favorite play of the card tonight was Memphis, man, -2.
Yeah, on this one, I mean, you could look under. You know what I'm saying? The under looks appealing. This one, I didn't bet the under. I'm gonna be honest with you. I took the Nets money line on this one. I know it's not one of my favorite plays of the day, but I mean they done lost 4 straight. This the last game of their little 4-game homestand. They done lost all of other 3 games. You know what I'm saying? So I think they're gonna come out and try to get this win, last one of this little homestand before they go on the road face Washington. I mean, they could lose. They've been looking kind of bad without LeVert. I like LeVert and everything, but I don't think he's that big of a piece to him. You know what I'm saying? To where they should just start losing like that immediately after he goes. You know what I'm saying? After he leaves or whatever, after he get injured. But I mean, that's what happens. So obviously he is a big deal to him. But I still think they got other pieces over there. And then they got Carroll coming back, so I feel like he kind of sort of fill in or at least be a you know what I'm saying, defensive help or something off the bench, at least some maybe 10 points a game. So I'm just banking on the Nets. At least they are at home. We know Memphis plays a little bit different on the road. So I'm just thinking, I know Memphis is a good team. You know what I'm saying? They played Toronto real nice, and they're coming off 3 losses themselves. I just think that the Nets don't really want this one a little bit more, seeing that they just lost 3 straight at home. You know what I'm saying? They want to get back. They want to get back into their winning ways. So I took the Nets money line in this one. I didn't even take the points. I was just give it to me on the money line, man.
Yeah, I could take them with Joe Harris being out, man. Rebounds and 3 assists. They're gonna be missing tonight with no Joe Harris. Also in the lineup, they're gonna have trouble at the guard position. They're already trouble just scoring in general, and he's one of their scorers. You know, with Chris gone, so I'm not too high on that. And I don't know why I'm looking at my feed. The SBR picture just came up. That was kind of odd, but it is what it is. I know my internet connection A1 okay. I know the other shows had some issues earlier, but it seemed like everything is running. So I seen the SBR thing pop up, but I guess we hopefully be back on and it fixed itself. But no, like I said, no Joe Harris playing tonight for the Nets. No LeVert out there. I just think this Memphis team is going to be too much defense for them. They're going to pressure them guards out there. And and Gasol being in too is big. Without no Gasol, I was going to kind of look at it like, man, maybe I should grab these Nets. I just think they're going to put the pressure on this Nets team, man. Nets is trying to figure out the identity right now. Who's going to be their scorer? Is it going to be Crabbe? Is it going to be Dinwiddie? Is it going to be Russell? They're confused right now who picks up with Chris being gone right now. They got to figure that out. And if not something they're going to be able to figure out within the next 2 weeks of his injury, that's gonna take some time. Probably next month they should get it going. But yeah, I mean, hey, good luck to you, man, for taking the Nets. But I'm loving Memphis Grizzlies tonight, man. That's my favorite play tonight.
Right, yeah. No, I mean, hey, if the Grizzlies could, you know what I'm saying? This is one that I bet late, you know what I'm saying, that I realized I still like the way that it was. I still think the Nets, I think the Grizzlies should be favored by more points than that, you know what I'm saying? So I'm sure a lot of people would agree with that. So even though Gasol was out, or you know what I'm saying, was kind of questionable, I still don't think he's gonna be 100%. It would be nice, obviously, if he didn't play. Like, you know what I'm saying? He got a little ankle injury. I don't think he's gonna be 100%. I just think I'm taking the Nets at home. We all know the Memphis is the best team on the road. So I mean, we're gonna bump heads sometimes. One of us got to win. Best of luck to you. You know what I'm saying? It could go either way. To be honest with you, it's a toss-up game.
It's a toss-up game for sure. Well, it's a game. I don't know. Suppose I can't agree with you there on a toss-up game, but you're right, man. This is the NBA, man. Anything's a toss-up game. Anything can happen. You know, it's the NBA. I wouldn't be surprised if blew them out by 40 points. You know what I mean? We know how these teams act and how these teams respond in the NBA. Let's welcome in the chat, man. What's up, Robert? What's up, Moses? What's up, Vegas Gun? What's up, Daniel? What's up, Bleeds? Fernando, Barco, Eric. Thanks for my nice shirt, man. Thank you. I think you're talking to me, man. Thank you. I got my Star Spangled Banner shirt on today. You know what I mean? Red, white, and blue, man. I know it's not 4th of July, but it's Friday for me, so I'm about to party like it is. You know what I mean? After the show is over, I'll be back Monday, though. Fresh and ready to go. You feel me? But, yeah, no, like I said, I think I agree with him too, man. That backcourt is going to be too much for Brooklyn. But we can move on from this game, man, and touch on the next game. Any college plays you guys get ready to start up or kick off? I know I'm on Iowa money line, man, plus 110. I got my fingers crossed about that, man. I'm hopefully they can do something, man. They've been balling. I just want them to bounce back. I mean, they did beat up on Pittsburgh recently. So I'm hoping they come through. They also beat Oregon. So that's the way I looked at it, man. They went up there and they performed. So I look for Iowa to capitalize tonight. Did you have any college games going?
Yeah, I did have a few. The lines were going against me. You know what I'm saying? It's for some reason the sharps are against these plays, but I think one of them gonna hit. I know I was originally liking 2 plays. It was Mississippi State and Pittsburgh, and so the sharps are on both teams that's going against them. They on Duquesne against Pittsburgh, and then they taking Dayton against Mississippi State, which both of those are the home teams. Which now the Pittsburgh is like a neutral site game or whatever. It's like you know what I'm saying, like a little tournament game. But that's an in-state rivalry or whatever. But the Mississippi State they're playing at Dayton. But I still thought one of them is probably gonna win. It's probably gonna be Pittsburgh. They always dominate Duquesne. You know what I'm saying? So even though the line went down, I still think Pittsburgh might get it done. So those were really the only spots that I was looking at NCAA basketball today.
She took Pittsburgh herself today. She also bets too. She likes to tell Jimmy's hockey plays and then, you know what I mean, some basketball plays. She thinks she'd cap her too, but she did cap it. She did take Pittsburgh today, so I'm cheering for her on her Pittsburgh play as well today. So let's get it, man. I don't know why my SBR symbol keep popping up, man. I don't know what's going on. I seen it come up a few times. I don't know what it is, why it keep popping up, but we got some good weather, man. Yesterday we was pouring down raining up here in Vegas, but today we got some decent weather, so I don't know what's going on. Maybe I ain't talking loud enough. Who knows? But yeah, let's get it. Oh, you said Pittsburgh. Yeah, Pitt. I think Savage Larry talking to you, Jmoney.
Oh yeah. I'm on Pittsburgh. I'm gonna be honest with you. I mean, the Sharps is going all the way, but you can't always get scared away from it, especially in college basketball. I don't really get scared away from line movement. You know what I'm saying? Maybe like I would in professional sports where it's a little bit more big of a deal. But college sports, it doesn't take a whole lot of money to, you know what I'm saying, move a line. But I still think Pittsburgh gonna get it done unless especially the way they've been playing. You know what I'm saying? And then like you was talking about the Iowa game, they only lost to Iowa by 1. You know what I'm saying? They were 11-point dogs in the game. Trust me, I was on Pittsburgh plus they 11 in that game. They only lost by 1. So I mean, they've been playing all right. You know what I'm saying? So I think they're gonna get it done versus Duquesne, but it's nothing major though. I can't say that. It's not a big play or nothing of mine.
I know this to get this too, but it was a personal bet. I did jump on Grizzlies first quarter -0.5. I know it's getting ready to start right now. I should have gave that out too. I took the first quarter -0.5, but I took it very small. I only took it $35. $35 bet for a first quarter bet. So I did do that. And Moses said Wreck-It Ralph is destroying the internet right now. I know that cartoon came out, man. I'm supposed to take my son to go check that out. Most likely we will go see Wreck-It Ralph this weekend or something like that, man. Go check that movie out. But let's get on to the next game, Jmoney. Pelicans and Heat, bro. I'll let you start us off with this one.
Right, yeah, this is a tough one, bro. I want to take the Pelicans so bad. You know what I'm saying? You never know when the Heat and because I'm looking at the matchups. You know what I'm saying? And even with Tyler Johnson and Dragic out, they still kind of sort of match up well with the Pelicans. You know what I'm saying? So and then they're at home. So I wanted to take the Pelicans so bad. I would lean Pelicans for the simple fact that Heat are still missing those 2 point guards, and the Pelicans can score real good, but you just never know when they'll have like a, you know what I'm saying, down spot. We've been seeing lately where the Pelicans are come out flat, or it's like if Anthony Davis isn't on, then it's just like, you know what I'm saying, it's all the workload is on Drew Holiday, and it's like, it's just not enough. It's not enough offense. They need Anthony Davis to go off, you know what I'm saying, they need him to go off, which he did. He scored 41 points the last time that they won, which it was overtime. But the last time they played Miami, you know what I'm saying, I wanted to see how Anthony Davis lines up against them. And Whiteside, he just seemed like he can't really just stop bigs. Whenever they play Embiid, he just killed Whiteside every time. So it seems like that's what Anthony Davis does. So if Anthony Davis has a good game, the Pelicans should win, but you just never know that he might come to play at home. They've been, you know what I'm saying, they've been losing lately. They just lost to the Hawks. So, you know what I'm saying? It's a pretty interesting spot, to be honest with you. I couldn't bet it either way, but I would lean towards the Pelicans.
Yeah, I lean. I pick the Pelicans in this spot, man. I know Pelicans are 1-4 straight up in their last 5 games. They 1-9 straight up in their last 10 road games. They the total's gone over in those games between the two ball clubs. They lost 4 straight games before getting a victory over a Washington team. I'm just confused on this Pelicans team now. I mean, they lost what? Yeah, 4. They lost 4 before beating the Wizards. I'm just confused on this Pelican team. I don't know if they want their identity is defense or their identity is going to be offense. I think they're confused too. They're an offensive team or a defensive team. As for the Miami Heat, man, they're really missing Dragic over there, man. The ball doesn't seem to move like it was moving when Dragic was playing and when he's on the court for them and healthy. And like you said, no Tyler Johnson, they still do match up well. And the Heat can play a form of defense and they can lock down these Pelicans. But Whiteside and Winslow was iffy as well earlier. I know he's playing through injury as well. I think Davis and Mirotic have a big game tonight over here, man, and be able to control and do everything. I think Holiday has a nice game over there as well. I like the Pelicans. I liked them earlier yesterday. I like them today too, still at -3. So give me the Pelicans -3. I was also looking at that total, and I wanted to grab the under, but I know the Heat team lately they've been over for me. I've been cashing the overs with them, but I want to grab this under. Any thoughts on the total in here at 229?
Yeah, I mean, like you say, you know me, I would definitely be looking with under until they get Dragic or Johnson back, either one. But until they get one of them back, I couldn't bet a Heat over. I mean, we know that I had the under on that last one and it flew over, but I mean, they were playing, which I can't say real in that game, bro. It didn't even fly over. You know what I'm saying? End up coming right down to it. You know what I'm saying? That was the game we was talking about yesterday, the Heat and Hawks game. I had the under 224, even though it was flying over in like the fourth quarter, started playing defense, it barely went over by 4 points. It went 228. You know, so I wasn't tripping because it looked like I was gonna lose already, but it ended up being a close game or whatever. But yeah, they just lost to the Hawks, and so that's the only thing. They, you know, damn well they pissed off from losing to the Hawks at home, knowing damn well they were 7.5-point favorites at the house. You know they're gonna be pissed. So that was the only reason why I had to stay away. But they should. But both teams should play defense. If I had to lean on a total, it would have to be the under.
You said you insta quitted day 2, right? Haha. I don't know what you mean. Side note, November, boys. We can't relax finally. Oh, okay. Yeah, no nut November, boys. Are you funny? Yeah, no nut November. I don't know about the rest of y'all, but I don't know. I don't believe in that. I know some no shaves and stuff, but no nut November. Guys, probably on your own right there, brother. You're on your own right there, brother. But no, Hornets.
I ain't never heard of that one. I ain't never heard of it, and I don't think I'm gonna participate in that one, man. I'm gonna sit that one out.
Yeah, Hornets have fought back in this game too. If you guys don't know Hornets with me, that they didn't fall back in this game. They were down 13 and fought back. They're down by 4 points now. The Hornets, man, they have some solid defense. The Jazz have a problem with maintaining leads in games. If you guys have noticed that they lose their leads, they can't maintain them, and they get frustrated easily fast. That's the Jazz problem. They get frustrated, and you can see their frustration up and down the court in every one of their games if you watch it. But for me, that back to that Heat and Pelicans game, I took the Pelicans, but to me, it's an in-play game. It's one of the games that scream in-play on the card tonight. You know what I mean? Watch the game, in-play it, play it accordingly, pick your lines, pick your numbers, and do it that way. Let's jump on to the very next one, Jmoney. Hawks and Thunder. I really don't have too much on this Hawks Thunder game. I just think that the Thunder are a must win. By must win, I mean look at the dysfunction that's going on right now in the West. You have Golden State that's trying to get their shit together. You have the Rockets that's trying to get their shit together. You have a team like Memphis that's surging. A team like Dallas that's trying to rise, and LA is trying to rise. Clippers #1. OKC's in prime form or prime shape right here to try to run away with this West and try to build a nice little sustainable lead over most of these good ball clubs and at least try to go into the playoffs. I know it's far away, but at least want to have at least a home court and something. You know what I mean, be a nice seed in the West out here. This is a must-win game to me against this Atlanta Hawks team. Atlanta, I think they're gonna have trouble tonight to guard play. I think Trae Young is gonna get ran circles around by Schroeder and by Westbrook tonight. Especially Schroeder played against his old team tonight over there in OKC. Man, I don't mind laying the 13 with OKC tonight, so I did jump on OKC -13.
Yeah, no, I stayed away from the side. I just hope everybody score, man, every time. So I'm going for both teams, man. I hope they make every single shot. I got the over in this game. I got it at 228. I wish I could have got it at 225, but I got it at 228. You know what I'm saying? When I posted it on Twitter, I think I posted it at 228.5, maybe, but it's up to 230 now, bro. So I mean, it's just been getting pounded, the over getting pounded. So I mean, maybe even still at 230. I think it's gonna be baskets galore in this game. I know the last 3 games the Thunder done played been ugly, man. I'm talking about like what 109, 104, 105, 98, then 100 to 83. They held the Cavs to 83 points, but I mean that's the Cavs. So, but I think their offense gonna break out tonight, hopefully. And we know, bro, the Hawks, they just gonna keep running up and down the court. I mean, whether you make the ball or miss it, I mean, even if you made it on a made shot, they passing out of bounds, just pushing the ball. So, I mean, and then they don't play no defense. So that's a good recipe for the over. I'm on the over in this game. I'm going for both teams in this game.
Yeah, I'm not playing. Like I said, I expect more points from OKC than what I've been seeing, but they've been injured. Like same with the Rockets, just injuries galore have been popping up. OKC's problem is they don't really have a defensive presence right now. They don't have the defensive stopper. Roberson's still not out there. They're really missing him. They're missing his play badly because he locks down all their on-ball defenders. I mean, all ball. He defends everybody who has the ball basically. All their scores, he lock them down. He's not out there to do that for this team right now. So that's what scares me a little bit with OKC. But the fact, like I said, Schroeder playing his old team, the Hawks. You know he wants to go in there. He wants to pound them. Trae Young, he's gonna have his hands full chasing around Westbrook tonight. I'm not sure if the Hawks will be forced in a position where they have to just keep throwing up baskets and taking poor shots because they do take poor. The Hawks take some of the poorest shot. Shot selections amaze me at times, but that's what they're probably gonna be tonight. They have to take great shots. But if they play a running gun style of game with this OKC team, they're going to get blown out the building because I don't think they can do it. I don't see the Hawks keeping up points-wise. I mean, I'm not totally disagreeing with your over. I'm just having seen a hard time with the Hawks scoring points tonight. You know what I mean? Are they going to play running style? Because have we seen the Hawks play lockdown defense this year yet? I haven't. I just seen them try to, you know what I mean? Not yet. So it's your over. It makes sense. But what I've seen from OKC kind of puts me up, just keeps me off the over, but I'm not hating on it whatsoever.
The whole thing is, I think that it's going to be a blowout. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I didn't take OKC -13, but I do think that OKC might put up at least, you know what I'm saying? I ain't going to say at least, but I think they could easily put up 130 points on this Hawks defense who don't play D. You know what I'm saying? They don't play D at all. You got Shooter, you got Paul George, you still got Adams down there. The Hawks don't really have no bigs. You can throw oops all you want. You know what I'm saying? Westbrook can drive in the hole every time you want to. They going to pull threes. They at home. You know what I'm saying? When they at the house and they start pulling them through. If they start making them, it's gonna be over, man. You know, Westbrook pushing the pace, man. I like the over in this game. I feel like they are gonna blow them out. So I mean, I guess I do kind of like OKC -13, but I'm on the over in this game, man. It could go under, but I mean the line is moving in my, you know what I'm saying, moving in my favor. So apparently some more people like it too, but it could go under. You never know what happened these days, especially with a total. Ain't no total is, you know what I'm saying, locked. You never know what might happen. They come out missing jump shots, you know what I'm saying, shooting up bricks. They could go less than 200 points, but I'm banking on the over in this game. OKC should handle business. The Hawks can't line up to them at any position.
My man Lee Ham said, "Hey, we got on the Lakers. Got to it yet? We try to go right down the list. We don't try to hop around. We try to go right down the game by game by game until we get to it. So we'll get to that Lakers game." And Gas Station Sushi said, somebody asked Gas Station Sushi, "What's that?" He says, "Off the corner of Rancho and Craig." Man, you better not be eating no sushi at the gas station in Arco, Rancho and Craig Gas Station Sushi. That's in the hood too, brother. Oh no, sirree, Bob, bro. You no gas station sushi in the hood up here in Las Vegas, brother. You gonna have bubble guts, brother, for real, for real. You're going to be having the atomic shits like off Dumb and Dumber when he went in the bathroom and couldn't stop taking the crap. Yeah, you're going to be like that type of shit. You have atomic shits. You don't want that. You don't want that. He said OKC should be up by 9. You know what I also like? I like OKC first half. I didn't make a play on it, but I do like OKC first half to come out and win that first half and full game. I think OKC just controls the game when it comes to scoring. They know right now their defense is suspect, and the way that OKC has to beat you is a score, especially if it gets a Hawks team. I think they get up for a game like this. Fun game Friday night. Like Jmoney said, baskets on baskets. I think that's what happens tonight, man. OKC just come out, lay some baskets out, and give the fans something to go all happy for. A nice win, nice cover, a nice blowout. I'm enjoying the Hawks tonight.
Yeah, you're right.
On to the next one, Jmoney. Yeah, I'll tell. But real quick, though, man, I'm struggling with these Cavaliers over here right now, man. Almost a tie game, getting ready to go into halftime. They having issues with them. Also, Jazz Hornets fought back, but Jazz is keeping that lead up over them. And the Pistons are doing the number right now. We expected tonight. The Pistons are coming there and do what they have to do. Like I said, Blake Griffin for MVP. What I think, if they make it to the playoffs, if he can win the playoff, a round of the playoffs, I mean, Blake Griffin right now looks like MVP. Blake Griffin and Kevin Durant look like MVPs of the league right now, if you ask me, just from their play and what they give their teams in general. Yeah, now on to the next game, man. Rockets and Spurs. This is one of the toughest games I had tonight to cap. I'm completely off of this game total. I have no side. I have no over, no under. I have nothing in this game whatsoever. The Spurs have burnt me too many times. The Rockets have burnt me too many times. I have one of my biggest payouts ever right now, relying on the Rockets to win the championship. I parlayed them with a couple of future wins. Some other teams, like I said, the Blazers were of 42 wins. Parlayed that also with the Rockets to win the championship. Parlayed that also of 14-1 with the Hornets to win their division, man. I'm looking at a nice, almost 50 grand payout if that shit hits. I mean, a nice payout, nice lump sum. I don't see it happening, bro. That's water down the bridge, you ask me. The Rockets team, everybody said Melo was a problem. Melo's not the problem. The problem is the Rockets don't play any defense. The problem is the Rockets let Ariza go away, leave. Paul is back tonight. How healthy is Paul? Is he coming back just because the Rockets have lost so many games in a row right now? The Rockets are 0-5 ATS. They last 0-5 ATS. They lost their last 4 games. They lost to teams like Dallas, Washington, and Cleveland. Their shooting is poor right now. The turnovers are like through the roof, but that's without Paul. That's with Harden just dribbling the ball away, man. He kills the clock. He is shot clock killer. He'll dribble the ball out for like 13 seconds, doing nothing at the top of the key in isolation, and then turns it over. So I'm confused on this Rockets team and the Spurs team, man. I'm just so lost with them, man. I fade them, they lose, they win. I go with them, they lose. I'm just so stuck on here, Jmoney. Help me out, bro. You in Texas, man. Give me something about this Texas team over here, bro. These Texas teams. Help me out.
Yeah. I'm going to be honest with you, bro. The Spurs, they've been tripping, man, to be honest with you. Like you say, they have been win-loss for the most part. But, I mean, when they went and had that close game versus the Bulls, I know it was in Chicago, but really the Bulls was on them. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, bro, why the Spurs letting them hang around? And the Bulls just kept – they almost won that game. I actually thought they were going to win, and the Spurs ended up pulling out late. And then they played the Timberwolves, and then I said it, you know what I'm saying, that the Timberwolves, I knew they was going to cover the 4.5. I didn't know they was going to do them like that. But, I mean, I look at it like that, it was like a 50-point loss. I know they ended up losing by 40, but they were down by 50 points when I looked at it. It was 65-115. I'm dead serious, man. So, I mean, that's a pretty tough loss to come off of. You know what I'm saying? They should come in here pretty pissed off and should want to win. But I'm on the Rockets in this game, man. I mean, I know I got them at +1. I got them at -1. It's up to 3.5 now. I'm going to be honest with you. I took the Rockets with not knowing if Chris Paul was going to play. If he did play, then I still take them at like 70% in this game just to help them out with something, man. I like the Rockets in this one, man. I can't really endorse it at 3.5 because I got it around a pick 'em, you know what I'm saying, or 1. But I mean, I think the Rockets win this game. The Spurs already beat them early this year. I just don't see the Spurs a solid team, especially not right now. I mean, you're supposed to bounce back off that loss like that, but they just not playing good right now, bro. I mean, Gasol, like you've been mentioning, he's still out. Man, I know they got Rudy Gay and other players like that, and then DeRozan, you know what I'm saying? They got Aldridge, but other than that, all the rest of them are just pretty much just role players, and that's the scary part. Rockets have a lot of role players too, but with Paul coming back tonight, man, they should, man, especially off losing 4 straight. I mean, I know the Spurs just got blew out, but they hadn't lost no 4 straight games. Rockets gonna be pissed off, man. This is a real big rivalry. I'm not so quick to back the Rockets, but I feel like they're gonna win this game. And I was feeling it when it was at -1. You know what I'm saying? So then they announced Paul was in, which I kind of sort of would thought that they would. You know what I'm saying? Later on in the day. There you go. It's -3.5. So, I mean, I think the Rockets going to get it done in this particular spot. They better, man, or it's going to be 5 straight losses. You can't do that talking about Melo no more because, you know what I'm saying, he ain't there. So you losing 5 in a row now. Now what you going to say?
Yeah, Houston just a shit show to me. Man, I'm just so confused on this Houston and this Rockets team. I'm just going to stay off the game, Jmoney. I'm not going to lie to you, bro. I am just going to stay off the game. But while you were sitting there talking, I did just take an in play. I grabbed the Hornets when it went up from 5.5 to 6.5 in play the Hornets. So I did just hedge that bet and took them with some plus points as well on that. When it comes to this total in this game, man, this Rockets and Spurs game is sitting at 216. It was at 217. I like the over in this, actually. Do you back the over, even though the line has dropped from 217.5 to 216.5?
I don't know, because I think the Spurs going to try to come in here and play defense after just giving up the 120 points. Both teams have been going over lately, so, I mean, that would definitely help your case out. It's just – and when these two teams play, they go over. So, I mean, I didn't mess with the total at all. You never know. My whole thing is in, like, rivalry games is the reason why – well, actually, the last four between them have went under. But, I mean, that's what I was just finna say. Rivalry games, for some reason, bro, I don't care how high scoring the teams are. For some reason, certain games can be like a playoff type atmosphere. You know what I'm saying? Be a defensive game. You get chippy and all that. You know what I'm saying? A lot of fouls can be called, but still, it's a lot of defense being played. It's a tight game. You know what I'm saying? So you never know when a lot of times, more times than not, that's what will happen when you have like a rivalry like this. You know what I'm saying? That's Houston and San Antonio not too far from each other. So I can't say I would stay off the over. I didn't mess with the total, man, so I couldn't say either way. But both teams, their last 6 games has went over. The Spurs are pretty much 5-1. One of them was a push. But the Rockets last 6 went over. But then you got Paul come back tonight. Like you say, it's probably going to slow it down maybe a tad, and they're going to play better defense with Paul back.
Yeah, the Rockets are the key to winning, man. My man, Jeremy M. Welcome into the chat, man. I saw you earlier. I meant to give you a shout out too, man. What's up, JM? My guy too, man. Should be in the chat with us, man, and capping games with us from last year and on. I mean, good basketball capper, good, just all around capper, man. So what's up, Jeremy M? But yeah, I hear you there. And the key to success for the Rockets tonight, man, is to get the ball out of Harden's hand. Don't let Harden control the ball. You have to put the ball. You got Paul out there. You're paying the money for Paul out there right now. Let Paul control the ball and get the ball out of Harden's hand. I'm not understanding why Harden is playing so much ISO ball. People have found a way to stop that ISO ball shit the same way they found a way to actually lock down Donovan Mitchell this year. You know what I mean? It was doing the same thing in Jazz a little bit of ISO stuff for him. And they've been on his ass this year. The same with the Rockets. Everybody know what Harden wants to do. Does Harden make shots? Is he clutch? Yes, he is clutch. Does he make shots? Yes, but his turnover ratio right now was ridiculous beginning of this year. And his ball IQ is down too this year. He doesn't look like the same old Harden. I don't know if it's the injuries. I don't know if he just doesn't care right now because he plays like doesn't Harden look like he don't care? I mean, I know it's early in the season, but when you see him playing, it's like he just don't care right now. Like, whatever. It's like, whatever, I'm just playing. Like, is that you? Do you get that vibe, Jay?
I'm be honest, you don't want to get me started on James Harden, and I don't want to talk about it too much because I am on the Rockets tonight, so I'll probably be promoting this tonight, to be honest with you. But I absolutely hate the way that James Harden plays, bro. I'm a ball player. man, go out there and hoop, bro. Out there trying to draw the foul. Like a lot of times he'll just go in there and a lot of times he'll initiate the contact and he just kind of flops around and, you know what I'm saying, throw his hands up so that he can get the foul call. I absolutely hate this shit. Then when they do the 3-point, what's called the swipe through or just try to catch you with your hand down and they go for 3, I absolutely hate that. Oh my God, when you're betting against a team and you're watching, that shit will kill you, man. That's why a lot of these games, I try not to even watch them in the whole game, at least till later, man. You know what I'm saying? If I bet on it, but that's just tough, man. So when you bet against the Rockets and you see the Harden going out there baiting everybody for fouls, I guarantee you, man, I don't even have to look at the stat. I guarantee you he has led the league in free throws attempted or fouls drawn pretty much, I guarantee probably the past 7-8 years. I guarantee you. Y'all can go look it up if you want to, man. If I'm lying, then I will send somebody some money, but I guarantee you. I absolutely hate it, man. This guy is not a real hooper tendency. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get the foul call. Go out there and hoop, man. You're a good enough player to get to the hole, you know what I'm saying, without doing all that. But he plays for the foul. I absolutely hate it, man. So you don't want to know my thoughts on James Harden, man. I hate when he does it.
Exactly. Real quick, one of these games halftime right now, the Hornets, right before Hornets went on halftime, I told everybody to take them 6.5 in play. So if you got them, take 6.5 in play, that's a good bet. They only down by 4 at halftime. They fall back, and I expect them to win this game. And if not, if you get the plus points on them, then you win from the original bet I gave you at -2 if they don't win, and they keep it close. I see them keeping it close. And another in play real quick, man. Wizards, man. I'm looking at them right now. I'm looking at a plus 16.5 in play for the Wizards. If I can get the Wizards at a plus maybe 21, 22, 18.5, between 18.5 to 22.5, I would definitely hop on the Wizards right there in play. And Pistons, I have nothing to say on that line. I'm on the over in that game, over 217. The total is sitting at 204, so I might have been on the wrong side right now when it came to that game on that total. I've been knocking these totals down. I know yesterday you didn't agree with me on the total. You wanted the under yesterday, Jmoney and the Raptors, and that shit kind of soared over. Then I had the under the Lakers yesterday, and that went under. But today, you know what I mean? That's one of the totals I took. I'm probably on the wrong side of that today, man. So I know you had brought up the under in that game earlier. I think you mentioned the under in that game, but you might have been on some good right there. I was probably on the wrong side. And Wizards right now sitting at 18.5. It's only first half, man. If they get up to about 20 points, I'm going to hop on these Wizards, man. I don't see Philadelphia maintaining this lead. Wizards always play better ball second half. I can see them going on a 10-12 all run. I mean, bringing it back down to about an 8-9 point game in this one against Philadelphia. So definitely promote grabbing the Wizards plus some points if you can. On to a game that I do like tonight, though, Jmoney, because the last couple I did pass on, bro. I like the Suns here. I know I've been on the Suns the last 2 times, and the Suns let me down on a money line spot, but I think they're playing the Magic team, who has played 5 games in 8 nights on the West Coast. They're going up against the #1 draft pick, Aiden. He wants to show that he earned his money. You look at Aiden's production right now. He's a double-double machine, 16 points, 10 rebounds. Going up against Mobamba, who's coming off the bench. He's only scoring 6 points, about 3 rebounds a game. I love Suns in this spot tonight against the Magic. I know I've been on the wrong side of the Magic the past few times. They have been covering. I know, Devin Booker. You said Devin Booker's out. No, Devin Booker was in last time I checked. Is Booker out? I think it's not Booker out. If I'm mistaken, it's T.J. Warren that's out. It's T.J. Warren that's out. Yeah, T.J. Warren that's out. And I like that even more with T.J. Warren out because you'll get a Reese out there now to play more lockdown defense. And as for the Orlando Magic, last time I checked, Jonathan Simmons wasn't playing either, right? He's sitting out. So I love this matchup tonight, man, coming into Phoenix. The first-round pick versus the sixth-round pick. I mean, let's get it going, man. Give me the Phoenix Suns in this spot tonight. I expect Phoenix to come alive on the defensive end, play some lockdown defense, and be able to cover that +1, just basically flat out winning this game tonight.
Yeah. I didn't have a play on this game. I can't say that I do like Phoenix in this game. I did like it, but I mean I know that Magic are the better team, and so I know that they on the West Coast for a while, whatever. This their 5th game, the last one, which that's really scary. That would, you know what I'm saying, would make me lean towards the Suns automatically like that. You know, just because of that, but they have lost their last 2. They played the Warriors tough, and they played the Blazers tough. When they played the Blazers tough, they really surprised me. You know what I'm saying? Because we both thought that the Blazers was tough. I mean, I think that one opened at 7, then it went all the way up to 10. I mean, the line went up 3 points. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was getting hammered. So everybody thought that the Blazers was gonna blow them out, and they came close against them. So if they play the way they've been playing, they just been playing so well, man, covering, you know what I'm saying, so nice ATS. They 8-2 last 10 ATS. So right now I can't bet against them, and I'm sure that's why the line flipped. But to be honest with you, the spot, you know what I'm saying, would make you favor the Suns. It's just that I know the Magic are a better team, and they've been taking my money. So I'm not messing with tonight. But I mean, the Suns, they could cash.
Hold on, Thomas just said that Booker is out. The Suns beat writer. I didn't get an email yet. I haven't had an email saying nothing that Booker's out, and my RotoWire is still showing Booker's in as well. Maybe to find out, but he said Booker's out with a toe. But now it says Jonathan Simmons being out on my RotoWire is showing me that Gordon is questionable now. He may not go tonight, and Simmons is in. So that's still flip flop. I'd rather have Simmons in and Gordon out, to tell you the truth. For the Magic, I'd rather see Gordon sitting out than Simmons. And if Booker doesn't play and Ward doesn't play, that's a little crazy. I'm still on the Suns tonight. I mean, I'm not gonna tell you guys to do nothing different. If you guys want to go fade and go hop on Orlando Magic, feel free. I'm still on the Suns here. I'm not gonna change my mind. My bet's already in. I'm not about to go bet a game that haven't started just to go grab the Magic because this player's out now. I already put money on the Suns, and I'm rocking with the Suns money line. I mean, that's how my captain took it. I like the Suns to win this game. Magic have been on a dogfight this whole West Coast road trip. They have overperformed this whole West Coast road trip, and they might go in there and take this Suns team. They may be too confident. You know what I'm saying? They may go in here and be too confident seeing what they did against Portland, see how they competed against a couple of these teams on their West Coast road trip. They may be a little bit too overconfident tonight, thinking that the Suns ain't shit. I still like the Suns in this spot.
Yeah, damn. Yeah, he is, bro. So look, this is bad. And it does look kind of fishy, to be honest with you. I wouldn't be surprised if the Suns did still win, but it says Simmons is playing. It says Gordon is playing. It's gonna start, and it say that Booker is listed as out for Friday's game. But I didn't see that. I guess that's why the line flipped. Yeah, Booker out.
That's crazy shit.
Simmons and Gordon are playing.
See, that's what I hate, man. When everybody, because I got people who, they DM me, I get my plays, they only ask me when I'm on, and I make my plays. And I hate when I have to give my plays out to people who ask me early on because injuries like this shit come up late. That shit sucks. You know what I mean? Because it was nowhere for me that Booker wasn't playing. I've been expecting Booker to go all day long. Exactly. You know what I mean?
Exactly. I'm right there with you, but I didn't see nothing about it that he was even supposed to be out all day. You know what I'm saying? I didn't bet the game at all, but damn, that's a pretty big injury just to say pretty much at the last minute. And that's why I say it's kind of fishy, but fuck, I don't know. I don't know. I'm not still, I still now wouldn't even probably go and hop on the Magic because I didn't see way fishier shit happen. But I can't say, if just looking at that, you would think that the Magic would be the play, obviously without the Suns' best player. And then Warren, I'll be honest with you, I still thought Warren was a nice little loss because if you watch Warren be balling for them too, he one of their scorers, you know what I'm saying? Warren don't play no damn games. That boy can ball. So, I mean, there's still, even if he's losing 10, 15 points a game, which he can score 20, that's still a little off. But losing Booker, that's pretty big, bro. That's pretty big. And then I was thinking that Gordon was going to be out. I was looking at – they were saying that he was pretty much – from my sources, saying he was doubtful all day, and then now they're saying he playing. And I thought Simmons was pretty much confirmed out as well. So I don't know what to say about that one.
Yeah, that's some bullshit on this game right here. That's one of the games that you said, McIntosh, they juked us, man. They pump faked the shit out of me because I didn't hear nothing about it until I just saw it in the chat. I haven't had an email, a text, an update, no notification alert. It still hasn't came through saying that nobody's, you know what I mean? Nobody's out. And I get what you're saying about Warren being he's a scorer, but now the Suns are missing two of their top scorers. You losing Warren and you losing Booker in this game. If you guys don't have a bet on the game, just stay off the game. I'm not going to tell you to take Orlando Magic. I just can't make a play on the Magic. I just don't like this Magic team. I'm sorry. I don't know how they're winning. I just don't. The coach that they have over there, maybe it's the new demeanor that he's bringing over there, but he even came from the Hornets, and I think he only had the Hornets over 500 one time in his whole time coaching over there. So I don't even trust the coach. And the Magic is just overperforming right now. They're just coming out, and maybe teams are thinking less of them, aren't preparing for them because they're the Magic and they're surprising teams, or maybe they just are good right now. I don't know. I can't put my pulse on it and see what it is, but this was a Suns win to me from what I saw, man. This was a spot that I looked at earlier in the week, figuring this is a game that the Suns should be able to win right here. The Magic after this road trip coming in, and they have another game after this. The Magic going to play damn, I don't have it right now, but Magic have one more road game in them, you know what I mean, before they come out. So It's tough, man. It's just a stay off game for me real quick in this one, man. But anything you want to add on or talk about before I jump on to this next game or these halftime games? Well, I'll bring up these halftime lines and try to find a line on this Pistons-Bulls game.
No, I did want to mention something earlier that you mentioned on that Lakers game. If y'all follow me on Twitter, man, I told y'all, and if y'all watched the show yesterday, man, I told y'all right now. It was just like the day before that. That's 2 days in a row. I pretty much told y'all during the show. You know, if you hadn't went and bet this, go and bet it. The day before that was the Wolves. They won they was a 40-point cover. Yesterday, the Lakers, they was blowing them out, and then they let them come back. But I told y'all it was a total Lakers spot, man. Y'all could be scared of them if you want to. It's on the -4.5 or -5, man. It would have been real nice if the Kings would have won too, but it's all good. They act like they couldn't, you know what I'm saying, hold it versus the Clippers. But, you know what I'm saying, I did tell y'all about the Lakers spot, man. But there's something real fishy going with this Orlando and Suns game because we all know that it's a bad spot for Orlando. So I know somebody in the chat saying he ain't showing no injuries, but trust me, bro, I just saw the lineups. Booker's not in the starting lineup, so he's definitely out. Which I know from both of these sources, they're not gonna bullshit me. So I know you know what I'm saying, he out. So but the thing that tripped me out is that they're playing Gordon and Simmons. But it's a bad spot for the Magic. But I can't say the Magic should win though in these circumstances.
Yeah, man, I'm over here pissed, bro. I just lost my from that Grizzlies and Nets, man, because it was tied 26-26. I had them by a half a point, man. So it was 26-26. I hate losing by a fucking half a point. Either blow me out, bro, you know what I mean, or let me win. Don't just beat me by the half. I hate losing by a half a point.
Right.
That's the worst losses.
And even if you had the money line, yo, that's tough. I would be pissed too, bro. Because I had looked at it, they was up by like 7, and then I looked back at it, and then it was tied 26-20. It was 24-17. You know what I'm saying? With like a minute 50 something left.
That's second half. Wizards second half -1.5. Another halftime play. Wizards second half -1.5 is a play that I'm taking right now. Theirs is getting dismantled right now by the 76ers. 76ers tend to take their foot off the pedal. They're up by 22 points right now. I see the 76ers probably winning double digits, but not by 22 points. So give me the Wizards, man, second half -1.5. Accompanied by, I'm looking at this Bulls and Pistons as well also. I know I'm on the over in that game, 217. And the second half line for the Bulls Pistons right now is at 111. I want to take the over 111, but I think I'm just going to stay completely the fuck off. And I think my play right now for the second half of these early games are just going to be just be the Wizards -1.5, and possibly the Celtics -4.5. Celtics -4.5 is a lean, but for sure Wizards second half -1.5 is a play for me.
Okay, yeah, no, I'm definitely looking at the Wizards with you. I'm looking at, I gotta look at these stats, which I'm pretty sure you already have, but I need to check it out. Like you say, I think they're gonna at least try to keep it up. The only thing that will scare me in this one, they don't have no damn big to compete with Embiid. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna need that going against the 76ers. You can stop them or contain them, but you're definitely gonna need at least 2 bigs. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have to rotate out on his ass. So you need somebody to bang down there with him. And I don't think Thomas Bryant is the guy. You know what I'm saying? Definitely ain't no damn Jan Mahimi. So he's and that's the only 2 big guys they got.
Yeah,
really.
Definitely not Mahimi.
He gonna kill both of them, but Bill and Wall got 9. But I mean, I don't know why Wall only got 9 points. I mean, he 4 for 13. So fuck, I don't know. They could just mail it in the way the Wizards been playing lately. You never know if they just mail it in. I'm gonna stay off of it, but they should try to keep it within 20, man. Keep their pride shit. Like you said, they are trying to get traded. You want to keep getting your ass bust by 20 points every game or what?
Exactly. My question for you, I know the Pistons are up by 15 right now against the Bulls. Right now it's an even -110 for both of them, man. You think the Bulls can fight back, or the Pistons just roll right here?
I don't know, but I'm just on the under in this one. To be honest with you, I think it can only get worse. I mean, Detroit already outscored them by 13 in the first quarter, and then they outscored them by 2, which was a real defensive second quarter. So I think Detroit should just run away with it. I mean, Chicago, they're outmatched in this game. You never know what will happen, but I don't see how Detroit doesn't run away with it. But I can't say they were up by 20, and so the fact that they're down by 15 now, I guess Chicago fall back a little bit. But I mean, if Detroit wants to, they should just run away with it and then sit their starters. To be honest with you.
So we like the Magic tonight. No, Teddy B, I jumped on the Suns tonight, not knowing Booker was out until we just now did the show and somebody informed us about Booker being out. I knew T.J. Warren and the Simmons injury, but both of those players flipped. It was T.J. Warren and Simmons, and now it was Aaron Gordon and Booker. So I'm just so fucking confused. I'm already on the Suns money line, man. Nothing I can do about it. I'm just gonna rock with it, man. So yeah, I'm definitely on the Suns. And Jmoney did say he likes the Magic. He didn't say nothing. I don't think you said anything in particular.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying, seeing the circumstances, the Magic should win. So, I mean, I'm leaning Orlando. If I had just tried to go and bet it, it's not like, obviously, it was just news. You know what I'm saying? That Booker was what's called, like, you might look at your book or whatever, or your website, and you can see a line. But if you're looking at the actual sports book, you know what I'm saying? You can see if something is offline or not. So you can see when some late breaking shit just happened. So if you just tried to go and bet Orlando at -1.5, because it wouldn't have let you. You know what I'm saying? It's going to say offline, or they're going to take it down for right now because they're not going to just let you get Orlando -1.5 with no Booker in. You dig what I'm saying? So, yeah, they definitely are favored by 4.5 now. So I see that now, Orlando, they definitely made that adjustment. But, I mean, as you can see, they would definitely favor Orlando, you know what I'm saying, especially without Booker. I mean, he's their best player. That's pretty much 3 points right there. So, I mean he should maybe even be worth more than that. But seeing the circumstances, Orlando should win. But especially with the spread, you never know. That's all that opens the door for more fishy shit to happen at the end. So I'm staying away from it.
Real quick, I did take the Celtics second half -4.5, and I did grab the Wizards -1.5 second half. I should have parlayed them, but I didn't. I took them both on the same separately. I should have just parlayed that shit. So just in case it lost, I only lost 1 unit, still losing 2. But I did just take that. And right now, touching on some of these games that starting off, Thunder starting off in the ass right now over them Hawks, 11-5. I don't know what she's watching on TV, but it's basketball. I didn't know what it was. I was looking at TV. It was a game on before, then the game went off, so it was back on. But yeah, that's it, man. Phoenix first half. Do I promote Phoenix first half? No, I don't. I don't. Next week when a show's gonna change next week, everybody. It's gonna be a little bit different. So next week, I will definitely, me and Jmoney will have more in-play lines for you guys. I'm definitely gonna have more first quarter, more first half, more a little bit of everything. It's gonna be easier for us to do the show tomorrow because the way it's gonna be set up. I can have certain things the way I want it. So next week it'll be a whole different setup, and we'll have some graphics. You guys see a little bit of graphics coming on for us, so we'll be okay. And I'll be able to give out more first quarter, first half, some more stuff like that. It's only the first month of NBA, everybody. Well, the second month and a half into the season. We have a long season out here, man. We're gonna get money and make sure that we guys give you the best lines and the best value that we could possibly find and possibly get out here in NBA. Now, Jmoney, this next game right here, bro, is something I thought about you in when you come to these back-to-backs. LA, back-to-back night tonight. You know we watched Dallas just go and just throttle the Rockets over there. Magic gonna have, LA gonna have trouble tonight, man. Guard play with Luka out there, man, and Dennis Smith, man. Give me your Dallas Mavericks plus the 3.5 tonight.
Yeah, man. They must have put the camera on me, man, while I'm sipping the beer, man. Everybody talking about Dos Equis and XX Walker 95 talking about Jmoney with the tall boy. Yeah, man, I gotta sip something, man, in between time. You dig what I'm saying? But yeah, man, the Mavs, they just blew the Rockets out by 20 points. I mean, by 20 points. And I'm talking about they've been rolling, bro. They won. They 8-2 the last 10 games. I'm talking about straight up and ATS, man. So it's just a little scary, bro. I didn't even know the Mavs had this in them. The boy Luka been balling, bro. I mean, I watched him that game versus Rockets, and I'm talking about, bro, some of them move. The guy's nice out there. He hitting them with the hesitation. He hitting corner threes, hand out in his face. My guy was balling, man. I'm talking about he got elbowed in the eye. He came back he balling after that. He ain't even worried about him, bro. I'm talking about the Rockets came back, made a push, you know what I'm saying, down to 5 points. The Mavs ran back off of them again, ended up winning by 20. So, and Dennis Smith Jr. balled out that game too. He got like good 3 or 4 steals and took them back for dunks. So, I mean, with the Rockets, they just weren't playing D that day. So, I mean, I'm be honest with you, it could be a tad of a letdown for the Mavs. I know they've been rolling. I didn't make a bet on this game at all. Initially, I was kind of looking at the Lakers for the simple fact that it's in LA, and I know they're not going to take the Mavs lightly. You know what I'm saying? The Mavs always used to kind of play them tough, so I know they're not going to take them lightly. But the only thing that scares me is the Mavs. They hadn't beat the Rockets in a while. They really never beat the Rockets, so that was a pretty big game. You know what I'm saying? To beat them the way that they did, I know they probably. I'm be honest with you, they probably celebrate like a motherfucker after that one, bro. So I don't know. It could be a tad bit of a letdown, but LA coming out off a back-to-back. It's not a usual back-to-back because they didn't travel. They still at the house. You know what I'm saying? But they still off a back-to-back, so we could have a tad bit of tired legs. But I'm be honest with you. I know the Lakers aren't in too many good spots, but I don't know, man. I don't know. This is a tough one to call, bro. It's because the Mavs are on the road. You know what I'm saying? And you're not letting the Lakers are a short favorite. So this is an iffy game. I didn't make a play on it at all, so I'm not going to recommend anything on it. It's just my take on it.
Yeah, I just like the Mavs. Like, I know, trust me, I've been eyeballing. I've been capping basketball for years and years and years. And capping the games with you make me look ahead spots. Back-to-back spots more so than ever, especially in this league right now. The way the NBA is looking right now, back-to-back spots are very important. And being the Lakers on a back-to-back spot, granted they didn't travel, but goddamn, man, these Mavs have not looked good over these past few games. And Lonzo Ball, doesn't he still have an ankle issue out there? Is he only out there right now because of the fact that the Lakers are also short at guard spot? How is he going to be able to control Luka? I know he has the defense. Not even that. Dennis Smith, man, you know what I mean? He's back. He's going to be balling, looking okay. Man, Mavs and Jordan, they don't have that hands full with Jordan down there beasting. And, you know, he loves to battle and go up there and tango and get into it. I wouldn't be surprised if we get a technical foul from Jordan tonight or JaVale McGee. Those two going head-to-head, you know what I mean, banging down there, somebody getting the foul or something happening over there in Dallas, over there in L.A. tonight between those two. I just think the LA, and then right now the Mavs went up to 4, so money is coming in on LA tonight, man. I'm not taking the dog line with the Mavs tonight, but I am taking the Mavs plus the 4 points. I think like Luka's gonna come out there and perform. LeBron he takes games off. We watched LeBron take a game off in the Denver the other day. We took it off. When they get down, LeBron gives up. When they get down, he gives up, especially if they're down by third quarter. If the Lakers are down by third quarter, man, put your money on the Mavs money line. In play and ride the Mavs wave if they down by third quarter. LeBron will give up. I know Ingram. I heard somebody tell me in my chat earlier that Ingram and he gonna be the key to tonight's victory and success. I don't see how when he's even getting less touches now. You know what I mean? It's just surprising how this offense is flowing right now. It's flowing whatever LeBron does is how it goes. When LeBron has an off night, Lakers have an off night. So y'all bet Lakers backers, supporters, y'all better hope LeBron have a good night because if he doesn't, it's gonna be Dallas Mavericks walking away with a victory tonight.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing it. I'm be honest with you. I like the way that the Mavs have surged up. You know what I'm saying? Excuse me. A few of those times I bet against them, but I can't say they in this game. They talking about Dennis Smith Jr. They talking about he got a little wrist. You know what I'm saying? A little bitty right wrist injury, so it could affect his shot a little bit. If you look at him a lot of times, he's been going to the hole. He hadn't been really shooting a lot, but I mean he can still play defense. So I just never know. This is a tricky, man. If the Lakers play the way they did last night, you watched the game last night, the way they started off the game, they wasn't bullshitting at all last night. And I said that they weren't, you know what I'm saying, going to be. So and they didn't end up giving up the lead. They end up covering the game. If they can play like they did, they start out the game pretty much up by like 20 points in the second quarter, like it was nothing. So if they can start out strong and play, you know what I'm saying, like that, then they could, you know what I'm saying. I don't know, man. This is a tough one, but I wouldn't be surprised to see the Lakers do the same thing they did last night.
Our man Chancellor said Smith and Doc are going to be a problem tonight. You're down the Lakers tonight. Arguing talking about Lance, LeBron, and Ingram don't play the well together. You watched the show yesterday. I said the same thing. That's why LeBron got rid of Wiggins over there in Minnesota. Wiggins and Ingram are two of the similar same people. That's body stature-wise, the way they play-wise. LeBron doesn't play well with the player playing with him like that. That's why LeBron and KD joining forces doesn't sit well with me. Those are two of the similar players, except KD is more ball efficient. I think he needs to have hands more than LeBron would need the ball in his hands. Same with Brandon Ingram. He's a young kid developing. Now you're taking the ball out of a kid who's developing his shot's hand. Now LeBron gets more touches. That's killing this kid's development a little bit, if you ask me, to you Lakers fans. LeBron is causing this kid to undevelop. You guys did I don't think Lakers really needed LeBron. It sounds stupid saying you don't need LeBron, but I feel like they could have built something without LeBron. They could have got some pieces over there to go with the pieces they had to fit better than LeBron. Because now you have all these pieces. Now you bring LeBron over there, and all the pieces you accumulated over the past couple of years, you're going to trade them away and give them new assets. When you already started building something, just add to it. So I kind of frown down on that aspect of it, but it is what it is, man. We can move on to the next game. I mean, I'm on the Mavs, and you said you're a Dallas fan, but you still back in LA in this spot. You like LA in this spot more, so.
No, I didn't bet. That's what I'm telling you. I didn't make a bet on the game at all, so I'm not swaying. I don't lean towards LA. You know what I'm saying? This is a game that I'm just gonna watch. I like the way the Mavs been playing. I'm not betting against them. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying I'm not betting. I wouldn't bet against. I'm not saying I wouldn't bet on the Mavs this spot. I'm just saying I wouldn't be surprised if LA played the way they did last night. It seemed like, you know what I'm saying, they came out focused last night. They come out focused like that again at home. The way that their home crowd is, their support. I'm just saying I wouldn't be surprised if they did cover this game. It's too much of an iffy game, the reason why I didn't bet it. I feel like if you do like the Mavs, though, in this game, I know it's, you know what I'm saying, points, and it might be a close game. I would go ahead and take one on the money line. If the Mavs are going to cover the spread, they're going to win the game. You know what I'm saying? So I would love to see that. Like I say, I love the way the Mavs been playing. They've been playing real good, bro. They've been beat some damn good teams, 8-2 straight up and ATS the last 10. So, I mean, I love the way they win. Hey, that's cool with me. But I would take one on the money line. If you like the Mavs tonight, take one on the money line. They should win the game because that means the Lakers aren't going to have it. If the Lakers don't have it, a lot of times they'll lose by 10 to 15 points. So you can in-play this one. If you like the Mavs, don't take him on the money line. That's what I would recommend.
Hey, yeah, no, I hear you there. I just want the points. You know what I mean? Like I said, I've been burned by a couple of times by not taking the points. I know the fact that it's 4 points instead of maybe 2.5 or 1.5. If it was 1.5, I probably would jump on the money line. But the fact that you give me 4 points, 3.5 points with the Mavs, I'm going to jump on the 4 points. I'll take it. Lakers may win by 2, win by 3. They won last night by, 10? They had to fight for that 10-point win last night, though. That wasn't an easy victory they pulled away with last night. They actually had to fight for that victory last night. But I'm definitely on the Dallas. I'm on your squad today. I am rocking with them. Let's touch on this very last game, Jmoney, that's getting ready to approach. Man, my team. It's funny, y'all last 2 games is your Dallas Mavericks and my Portland Trailblazers. You know what I mean? You know how that works out, man. That's funny how that works out, but these are the last 2 games of the card. My Blazers going up against these different Nuggets. My play in this game right here, you guys want to ask me, and welcome, Mr. Peter Loshak. Thank you for tuning in and watching us, man. My play on this game right here is the first half over 108 and the full game over, 212 earlier in this Blazers game. I like the over in this game between these 2 clubs. Blazers seem to put up points at home. I know we always have our troubles with Denver. Denver matched up well with us. I know Denver doesn't have Harris out tonight. Everybody was probably expecting me to jump on the Blazers money line. Jump on the Blazers tonight with the points. But I really like the over in this game tonight, man. I see points since it's at home. I know we like to score at home, and Denver can put up baskets too. I did jump on the over 108 and the full game over 212.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you. I didn't make a play on this game at all. If I did make a play, I'm gonna be honest with you. When I saw it like at 213.5, I would have played the under. So that's just me. I think it's gonna be like a playoff type game. The last four games, last 4 meetings with these two have been under, have been defensive type games. You know what I'm saying? So it could go over. Obviously, we know that both teams can get hot. So that's what's scary. I didn't bet the under because I know that it could go over. You know what I'm saying? It could easily go over. It's a pretty low total. But I do think it's like right there in the middle of the pack, kind of low for a reason, because they know Denver been locking down. Denver hadn't been the same team. Their last 5 games have went under like by a bunch. You know what I'm saying? It hadn't been close. They've been holding their opponents to like 87, 85 points. You know what I'm saying? So they held the Lakers, who kind of play fast pace. I know it was in Denver, but they held the Lakers to 85. I don't think that's easy to do. I mean, they held OKC to 98 points. It's pretty tough, man. So we all know if you can lock down or contain Dame Lillard and McCollum, you can keep the, you know what I'm saying, Blazers at a relatively low score. So it's just pretty tough. Initially I was leaning the under, but that was like at 213.5. I didn't make a play on this game at all. I could definitely see it going over too, especially seeing late foul calls type shit like that. It could always go over this, especially today's NBA where they're calling this freedom movement. It's always cautious to take unders. When I do, it's like 220 some points, but I don't know. It still just seems like a defensive type game. Like you say, this is it's not really a rivalry, but I mean, this is a tightly contested game every time they play. Could be type of a playoff type game, like I was saying earlier.
Look, it's a rivalry game because Portland's 15-5 straight up in their last 20 games versus Denver, and we're 9-1 at home versus Denver in the last 10 games. So we have owned Denver in the past couple of years. I know our last 4 out of 5 games have went under. I just see baskets tonight. I don't know why, but I know why. I'm also remember I always say, Jmoney, the very last game of a big night, I look for overs in games, in NBA games. This is the last game tonight on a Friday night going into the weekend. What does the NBA want? They have everybody at home. People are at home at the bars, chilling, doing whatever, and they're watching NBA. That's what's on TV right now. So what gives you guys more? What gives the NBA more money? Make them more money? Points. They like to see totals, points, scores, high flashy stuff. You put Denver on this late at night against the Blazers. Blazers have definitely owned Denver in Portland. I'm not on the side because I think this Denver team right now, they're a better team than us. Even though they're just a better team than my Blazers right now. I think my Blazers right now, we need something else. We're missing something. We're always missing something. I'm not saying if Denver will beat us. I'm just looking for this game to go over, man. The first half over 108, that looks sweet to me. The very sweet play to me. And the full game over, too. Is this because it's the last game on a Friday? The last few of the Blazers games have went under. The Blazers are 0-5 ATS in their last couple of games. I think they want to come out tonight on this Friday night, man, and get some points, get some buckets, get us some free food in Portland, Oregon, man, and just do what they got to do, man, get these points. And Denver's no slouch, man. Denver can score. They can guard the perimeter. They put up baskets in the paint. They can score threes. Whatever we do, they can match. And that's the only reason why I see baskets here. Both teams will go on a couple 8-0 runs, 9-0 runs, 7-0 runs here and there, and that'll feed the over for me.
Right.
You done?
Huh?
You zoned out. I thought I was done talking. You know, when I pause, I wait for you to come back in, so I know you want me to start back up.
Yeah, no, I don't have too much on this one, bro. I didn't really like this game. This was a tough one to me, to be honest with you. I didn't bet it at all, bro. So, I mean, I would just say go with that. I'm looking at this damn ATL OKC, bro. They missing every damn thing. They came out blazing, man. Now they missing everything, bro. So it's tough, man.
Yeah, it's gonna be a tough one over there, man. Wizards came out, 76 came out second half and started whooping that ass already. And Hornets, man, they just can't seem to find their mojo, man. That Hornets might have been a bad bet, man. Hornets might be a bad bet. Tonight might not be their night, man. Jazz may have found their mojo back. You know how the NBA work, man. But the Celtics second half, -4.5, looking tasty right now, looking pretty good. So we'll see. It's still early, man. NBA, anything can happen, man. We saw overtime last night with Golden State and the Raptors that should have never went to overtime, but KD came down and nailed 3 after 3 after 3 to send that shit to overtime. So it's the NBA. Anything can happen. Anything can happen. So, yeah, let's get up out of here, Jmoney. Anything you want to let the people know where to follow you at? Any plays you want to give them what you have on tonight, what's remaining, and whatnot before we get on to our Friday weekends with our families and our kids?
Right, yeah. Now I see these Rockets, man. I see these Rockets on San Antonio ass right now. I'm gonna have to flip that on. I was watching this Celtics game, but I gotta watch this Rockets game, man. Y'all know where to find me at, man. On Twitter at Jmoney is money. It's JAY money is money. It's because Jmoney is money, man. We're gonna holler at y'all on Monday. We're working on some new stuff for y'all, man. Trying to make the show, you know what I'm saying, even better than it already is. So appreciate everybody for tuning in. Y'all, everybody have a good weekend.
Exactly. And Raymond Scott said, yeah, I know most of that was from the big road trip. No, I hear you there. Yeah, I hear what Pete's saying. And, yeah, Dwight Howard issue. Yeah, Dwight Howard, I don't see him in the NBA next year. I don't see Dwight Howard in the NBA next year. I don't see Hunt in NFL ever again as well. I think both of those careers are done, both for separate occasions, separate reasons. But we know how society is and society stuff is. What Hunt did was unacceptable, and he's gone. And as for Dwight Howard, man, the league gonna push him out. We all know how this works, man. The league will get him out of there. The players gonna get him out of there, and Dwight Howard is gonna be done. So it's sad to see him not win a championship before his career ended, but it will be coming up short. As for in play, I don't see anything I like right now in play wise besides the Grizzlies. I'm probably going to hop on them again. I'm already on them for 2 units as it is. I might end up putting – well, I'm on 3 units now. But I might put another unit on these Grizzlies. That was my favorite game tonight for them to win by 2 points. So I'm going to be definitely on this Grizzlies game once we get off of here tonight. Anybody have any questions, man? Make sure you hit me and my man Jmoney up, man. Make sure you guys next week. New format, new way the show may look. We love all you guys, man. Have a blessed weekend. Thank you for Mr. Loshak for coming in and joining us once again. As always, damn, my lips are dry in this camera. I need some Carmex, but I will fix it. See everybody Monday, man. Good luck. Love you guys. God bless. Make sure you line shop at SBR. Make sure you go get an SBR Pro. And make sure you guys tune in Monday morning, 9 a.m. Pacific time to catch the low bag, break down the plays for the week, man. So with that being said, I'm King Real. That's Jmoney. Everybody have a blessed night.